The idea of a future with zero roadway deaths seems like a pipe dream. The fact is that fatal crashes have been increasing, not decreasing, over the past 2 years. And here to tell us how we can play a part in promoting road safety is President and CEO of the National Safety Council, Deborah Hersman. Good morning, Deborah.
Good morning.
Nice to have you on. So you have some statistics that you're actually going to share with us regarding those roadway deaths, which we would think with technology they would start decreasing, but like I said, they're actually going up.
That's right. Nationwide, we've seen fatalities go up by about 14% since 2015, 2014. And in Arizona, they've actually gone up 10% in that same period of time. And so we know that we're trending in the wrong direction in the state, but also nationwide. The good news is last year, nationwide, we saw a plateauing off where the fatality rate was flattening, but it wasn't going down. And we know that those numbers are way too high. We're losing over 100 people a day. And so really setting a goal of trying to get to zero by 2050. It feels like a moonshot, like trying to send a man to the moon 50 years ago. But it's a really important goal because motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death for our young people.
Right, and the effort to do that is called the Road to Zero Coalition. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, the Road to Zero Coalition was actually founded in 2016. It's a partnership between the Department of Transportation and the National Safety Council. We have over 650 organizations, state leaders, business leaders, researchers who have joined this effort, and we're releasing a report today that really outlines how to get to zero fatalities by 2050.
Right. So what is the approach? I mean, different cities deal with it different ways, but what is the approach that we need to use to get to zero deaths?
So we've outlined 3 things that we think are really common, whether you're at the city, state, or federal level, that can be done to bring down fatalities. The first is to double down on what works. And so when we look at things like laws that create behavior change, whether it's child passenger safety, seatbelt use, or speeding or texting, we know we've got to double down on the things that work in order to save lives. The second piece has to do with technology, accelerating technology that's available today up to and including automated vehicles by 2050. And so we have technologies available today like automatic emergency braking that can save lives. And the third piece is changing safety culture. So this is a really important one that's being done at local levels in Vision Zero cities. It's creating safer environments that are more forgiving. Pedestrian fatalities are gone up by 10% year over year. And so reducing speeds in urban areas, making sure that there's places for pedestrians to walk and that they have enough time to get across a street. Those are all things that can be done at the local level.
Right, and you know, Road to Zero is in its second year, of course. What can we do to get involved and sort of help the progress ourselves?
Yeah, so there are a lot of things that people can do, and I'd say the first is probably holding up the mirror and saying, what can we do? And a lot of times it's simple things, making sure that we give ourselves enough time to get where we're going so we're not feeling rushed, that we're not speeding. But it's things like buckling up. We have about a 90% seatbelt use rate in this country. That means 10% still aren't buckling up on every trip. But 50% of our occupant fatalities are unrestrained passengers. And so not being distracted, not drinking and driving, those are simple things that we can do that can make a big difference.
Right, a lot of important information. People can really have a part to play in reducing deaths all the way down to zero. We want to get to that even sooner than 2050 if we can. So Deborah, as always, thanks for all the great information and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Have a safe day.
You too. Let's stay right where you are. We'll be right back.